Sundays on Sunday. Yeah. Everybody, let's give a round of applause because we got another day of life to talk about sneakers and wear them. So I want to first start out. You guys know how the channel is. Thank you so much to my beautiful, amazing guests who are here. Last minute people. So definitely I want to tell y'all thank you. But before we get the show started, let's bring it back. I want to thank my latest subscribers and shout out to making it to 500 subscribers. Talk about some hard-working content land. I know y'all get it, right? Y'all get it. It is like if you don't post, you will not be known, period. So thank you so much to my subscribers, and we just need to keep going. We need to keep going. Okay. Shout out to the Virgos. Do we have some Virgos in the building? Anybody a Virgo? Chris a Virgo? What's up?
Yes, ma'am. September 1st. September 1st.
Shout out to Chris. Happy birthday, Chris. How old are you going to be, Chris? Do you want to tell us how old you are?
I will be 46 years young.
Oh, you're so young. You're a baby. You're a spring chicken, what my doctor would say.
Yeah, okay.
Awesome. Yes, we want to shout out to the Virgos. My sister, she was born September 6th, and she's actually going to be 49. This is her last year of her 40. So shout out to my sis, my big sis in Chicago. All right, we got a couple of people in the building. First, let's start with some introductions because I have some cool people who are very familiarized faces. I want to start with the lady in the building, the only one in the thing representing women. Go ahead, baby. Tell us where you're from, what it do.
Hey, everyone. I'm Annie. I'm from North Carolina.
Hey, Annie. If I'm ever in North Carolina, I would love to DM you and let you know I'm here so we can meet.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you, Annie. All right. Next to Annie, tell us where you from, what it do.
I'm John from John's Fits and Kicks. I'm also in North Carolina, so if you ever pull up, I'm on the other side of the state. So
you know I'll pull up and I'll be DMing you like I'm here.
I'm all about the outfits and sneakers. So,
yeah, you know what, John? I really, 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 really like following you. Like you really are about the outfits and the sneakers. Like they really do need to follow you. Annie as well. Like, what y'all doing out there in North Carolina? Are y'all all just loving style and sneakers? Is that the theme out there in North Carolina? Is that what it's about?
In my world, I'm gonna put that shit on.
In my world, yeah.
You got some people out here in the building. That's what up, Chris. Chris, people are shouting you out. Will Kick, shout out to Annie, one of my favorite women in the sneaker community. TG, love my baby Annie.
My baby.
We got Paula Mapp is in the house. Thank y'all so much. And the sleeve tats are fire. I agree. John has a lot of amazing tats. John, how long have you been tatting up? Because they are dope.
The first arm probably got done like 12, 13 years ago, and then the other one was 7 or 8 years ago.
Wow. So does it really tell a story?
Oh yeah. The first one is kind of, I don't know. The first one is like I thought about for 20 years before I could afford to get it, but kind of dedicated to family and some experiences. Lots of flowers for my mother, and for some of it dedicated to my ex-wife, as well as my grandparents. As you can see this photo, like the Raleigh skylines and the left arm. But yeah. It's all stuff I've thought about, and they're all kind of has meaning to me.
Yeah, I they just look. I mean, they make the look so dope. Is that Mariah Carey?
That is Mariah Carey. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
Okay, and that should be my mantra, like in life. I love that. Yeah, you're pretty dope, John. Thank you so much for jumping in.
Thank you for the kind words.
No problem. All right, who we got up to my right above Andy? What's your name? Where you from? What it do, boo?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I go by Big Macadocious. You can look me up as Big_Macadocious. I'm more of a vintage, old style type of sneaker rejuvenator. I'm just I like to collect old kicks. And yeah, everybody that resides in Denver, Aurora, Colorado, what up? And anybody worldwide, East Coast, West, North, South, worldwide.
Yeah. You live in the most beautiful state. I just want to tell you that. Like the
Thank
way
you so
that
much.
you guys, yeah, treat your educators. There's so much money that go into education in Colorado. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I wish Tennessee would do it.
Yeah, no, it's a great place. I do want to take it. Thank you for that as well. I want to just give a big shout out to the people watching right now, and
Please shout
most
them
more than
out.
and most more
Please.
than ever. Yeah. So no, I would like to just thank out first, God, and then thank God, the Lord, Jesus, and another the most important person that's in my life is my wife, mi esposa Lely. Te mando un saludo to my wife Leslie,
Ah,
and
que Dios
my
te
daughter
bendiga.
Zoe, Kayla Zoe. She's one of my biggest fans and inspiration. So I want to just give a big major shout out to my daughter. She's doing great. She's a fabulous kid. And for my mother-in-law, she's in town. Marta, te mando saludos. And all my followers, they're from Instagram, especially Revenge of the Kicks, Colzob, and the other everybody, real big out kicks. Inspected Check, Johnny Boy, Seth from Soli Soul, and Mr. Aaron Cooper. He's one of my biggest inspirations.
Wow, I love that. And que Dios te bendiga tu familia. Yeah, I
Muchas
love
gracias.
that.
Gracias.
Yeah. Yo hablo un poco español.
Sí, hablas muy bien.
I love Spanish. And I love the way you shouted out the most of people that play into this role for you. And I know that they felt that love because I did too. All right. Last but not least, bring it on, man. Tell us where you're from, what it do, boo.
My name is Chris. This little one here, this is one of my 5 daughters, Skylar. I've been on this show several times. I've done an episode of a couples with my wife. I've done 2 battles, I think, with you.
Yeah.
I remember meeting them, her and her husband, down in Manhattan. They walked by.
Yep.
My boy wearing a pair of HiPHoP Royal Jordan 1s, I think it was that day. But I live upstate New York, but I'm in Manhattan all the time. That's where I work. And I'm just blessed to be here,
Yeah.
I don't have no crazy, Instagram name. It's CR11213, which is just Chris Roberts 1 with my wedding date at the end. That's it.
Oh, that's what that is. I was wondering. I thought it was that 1 2 1 2 on the 1 2. That is so cool, Chris. Yeah, Chris was. Listen, we were just in New York, guys, and we was just walking. I looked down at his shoes, and he looked down at our shoes, and we looked up, and we was like, "Hey, man, we just got to talking and vibing." And he started following me, and I started texting, "Hey, can you come on?" And he's like, "Sure, I've never done it, but I'm open to it." And now it has literally turned into a lifelong friendship just from sneakers. So shout out to Chris and the family. So shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming in, Chris. So Macadocious, you have a question from my husband. He wants to know where your parents from.
Well, my parents are originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco, home of the mariachi,
Okay.
and that's where it originates from. Yeah, so they're from Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Gotcha. Okay. I love that. I love the fact, and that is very close to the beaches in Mexico, right?
That's a what? Sorry?
That's located in Mexico, correct?
Correct. Yeah, so it's like probably like in the center of Mexico.
Okay.
Close to the center of Mexico. So it's the same state as I think Puerto Vallarta. A couple maybe like 3 hours away from Puerto Vallarta, maybe 2 hours away from Manzanillo. Yeah, so it's a super beautiful place. I lived there for 10 years.
Nice. Listen, I'm gonna be DMing you because the hubby and I want to go out there for our 20 years, and we want to visit some Mayan historical places. So I'm going to need just a little bit of guidance on what I need to do and the right sneakers to pack for that weather.
I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I lived there for 10 years. I used to work for the railroad industry there, so I traveled from north to south to west to east of all Mexico. So
Wow.
I know Mexico really well. So I'll make sure that I give you some good advice.
Oh man, thank you so much. Hey guys, so for the audience, I just want to showcase this really quickly. These guys are in an amazing chat that is all about sneakers, positivity, and supporting each other. So if you don't mind, I have their names at the bottom. Go to Instagram right now, open up that app, and give them a follow. Give them some likes and definitely comment. They took the time out. I shot a message and they said, I'm in. I said, thank you. So we want to just appreciate you guys for taking the time out today and showcase it. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all know how the show works. If y'all watch my show on Sundays, you know how it works. We are in the building. We are here to hear about your top one summertime 5 cop. It's only one shoe today. Normally it's 3. But today we're going to hear about why that shoe as their summertime 5 2024 top. We started with the beautiful Annie, who is representing the women in the building, Annie. Annie's going to bring that shoe and Annie's going to tell us why is that her summer 2024 top. You ready, Annie?
I am.
Okay, baby. It is all your showcase and hit it.
Okay. So my summer shoe, I was like, oh, I could go with the militaries. That's what everybody's is. But honestly, this is a shoe I picked up because it's more about like within your culture and just being part of like grounded within your roots, and then combining that with like just now like current style. So my shoes is the Air Max 87 N7.
Oh,
Um, I love love the details in it, the color in it. Like, if this not, you can wear this with so much. Like, you can. And then, like the stitch patterns in it, like, that's just part of their, like the Native American, their culture. Like, just bringing their roots into traditional styles. And then I'm all about that. Like, if you guys follow me, you've seen recently my mom got her U.S. citizenship, which was a big deal for us.
Okay, hold on, Annie. Boom. And that's the mama for becoming an American citizen. Oh, mama. Okay, my bad, Annie. I just did that because that is such a huge accomplishment. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It is. I mean, that was like her and my dad's goal. Like, I remember just being younger. Like, my dad passed away a few years ago, like 2011. But
I'm sorry.
It's kind of, yeah, but it's fine. Like being in college, like, I went to just my community college here, but like, teaching my dad like certain things for the test, like, it's a lot for them to study. It's like over 150 questions, and they could ask you as many questions as they want, or it just depends on who you get. Luckily, this person that my mom had only asked her like maybe 5 to 10 questions, but she was nervous. She wouldn't sleep. I've taken and it's a road, it's a journey to get her U.S. citizenship. Like, we probably went to the immigration office like 5 times.
Wow.
Just back and forth, just different paperwork they need. It's just so much, but it's finally completed. And next step is passport, because I told Mama, I said, I'll take you. Like, I'll take you back to your homeland, your country, because it took you a lot of sacrifice to get here.
Yeah. So. Oh, Annie. I am so happy for her. I can see it in your eyes. You are so happy for her too. Okay, so we're gonna double back. So TG is saying, I knew you were going to pick an Air Max shoe. I don't know how, but I knew. And also too, Chris's wife is saying congratulations. The materials from Wheel Kicks on that Air Max look really nice. So let me ask you,
laces.
Yeah, give us that 360 of that shoe.
So, and then the
oh, look at that infamous Nike Air.
Yeah, I like this contrast right here. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
They've done N7's done a few different releases with them, but nothing like really like, oh, I needed it. But when I seen this one, I was like, yeah, I needed that.
Yeah. And you know, Annie, I do a lot of research when y'all come on because one, you guys are giving me the time. So I can do the time to prep for you because I care about you coming on. And the lady behind that shoe, Lauren Thomas, is the designer of that shoe. And she says that she's all about art and soul, indigenous art, which is she's the one of the lead expert designers over Nike's Native American network. So she literally was hired to bring indigenous art and culture into those Air Nike 87. So dang,
They did
what
drop
a beautiful
they
shoe.
did drop Air Forces with this collab too. But
Oh,
if you guys know me, like I'm clumsy and I personally do not like Air Forces. They're heavy to me.
me
Like
too. Me
I
too.
will like I literally will like kick like trip myself all the time with Air Forces. So I was like, I'm good on that.
Listen, after learning about your shoe, I was like, I really need to get me a pair of these simply because this is a woman's shoe. Like,
Yeah,
this is a shoe that was designed by a woman for whoever. But the simple fact that she is literally making sure that indigenous Native Americans are still being respected and acknowledged,
yes.
being that what happened with their history. So, Annie, shout out to you for bringing that shoe on the channel. Thank you, girl. You better work. But you're not off the hook just yet, my beautiful doll. I got a question for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. What is the oldest shoe in your collection to date?
I want to say it's my Fireberry Sevens.
Ooh, everybody go to Google and look up that shoe. Fireberry 7s?
Uh huh.
Are we talking about the dunks?
Uh-uh.
Nope. Sorry.
Jordan Sevens. They were,
Oh, those are pretty.
yeah. And me and Tease talked about this, but the story behind that is that was one of my ex, which is my baby daddy, but we get
I
along,
love
we
it.
co-parent fine, but he's the one who like really got me into sneakers. His like love language was gifting me sneakers.
Mm,
And before I gave birth to our son, he probably he bought me like 6 pairs, and that's just one of
wow.
them that I still have and cherished. And it's me, like the
Oh,
color in it, the purple, the pop of hot pink, like that shoes is me, and he knew it.
2012 too. Those were released in 2012. They are pretty and they are pretty expensive depending on the foot size.
Yeah,
But
those are. I tell people all the time that was my push gift. Like everybody's like, "What's a push gift?" I was like, "That's literally the gift somebody gives you before you have a child."
oh, you gonna make me give my daughter some Jordans before she have a baby.
You need to. You need to.
I love that. Okay, shout out to Annie, y'all. Please give Annie a round of applause because she came up in here and opened up the show really well. Go, Annie. I love it. Yay to Annie. Shout out to Annie. I love that. And Annie, one quick thing too before we go to the next person. I just realized you have a sleeve too.
Oh yeah.
You have a sleeve.
So it
That
wraps it up
looks
right.
good. Here, let me take that question down. Yes, look
I
at
was like,
yours.
so this is my sleeve started with this 3-headed elephant. It's
Oh, I know what
yeah,
that is.
yeah. So Laos is a land of a million elephants, and I just love elephants. But
Wow.
the the meaning behind it was so much more. And back then, I don't think Laos is a communist country anymore, but back then it was.
Mm,
I think they're more democratic now. But
thank God.
um, the reason why my parents came from Laos to America in the beginning was because of war. So, and to like just to get away, like if you guys research Laos, like there's so much to learn. But Obama was the first president like to actually like take interest in Laos, and there's like so many like dead bombs there that are just like planted in ground during the war.
Oh,
And so
wow.
he and his administration like took steps into like starting to retrieve and remove bombs from Laos.
Oh, Obama, come back.
I know.
Come back, Obama. Wow. You know what? I need to get more into learning more about Laos because we have a lot of Laotian friends here in Nashville, David
Oh
and I.
yeah. Do you go
We
to
do.
the New Year's? Like,
Yes. And let me tell you something. When I come to North Carolina, I want some of them egg rolls.
yes,
John,
yes,
me and you are going to eat Annie's egg rolls because I know they delicious. Woo!
they are. They're my specialty.
Listen, I went to a Laotian baby shower. I had like 15. I was full when I left there and I felt love. They just a loving culture.
They are. They are. They're very welcoming. They're
Uh-huh.
alcoholics. I don't care what nobody say. All Laotians are alcoholics.
We had a good time. We had a good time. We ate, drank, danced, hugged, sweated. It was great. Okay, let me just go back real quick. So TG says, Will Kick says, I saw a post of you wearing those with an orange dress. You are absolutely right, Will Kicks, because baby girl right here in those and looking beautiful as ever.
I did that for you, Jays. Like,
Oh, thank you. I loved it too. You look
I was like,
super
I haven't.
cute.
I work all the time. I work all the time. I work 70, 80 hours a week. So,
Oh,
I was just like, well, I was like, I was like, it's a big day for my mom. I was like, I didn't really pick out an outfit anyway, so I was like, I'll make it happen.
and that was the right shoe to wear that day.
Yeah.
That was the right shoe. Look at that. Quincy, Annie has a new follower. Thank you. That is
Thank
the dunk junkie, the junk that Quincy, write it in the chat. I keep forgetting these profile names, but thank you for following my girl. TG says the egg rolls I need too.
She missed it. She missed it. I was in Cali and I made egg rolls because we were in the middle of the hurricane. Like I went my first time in Cali and it was a hurricane, and so I rode around, which Californians cannot drive in the rain. I'll tell y'all that right now. But I rode around
They
looking
can't
for
drive period.
I rode around looking for Asian stores, and I ended up finding a few. And then I made pho and egg roll for everybody. Like cooking is my love language. Well, anything really is my love language, but definitely cooking. And I made, so I was like, let's not DoorDash. I'll cook, and we could just stay in and eat. And so I made egg rolls and pho
Well,
while we were
listen,
in
let's
Cali.
talk after this. I have an amazing, handsome brother who's looking for a beautiful Asian, and I would love some Blasian nieces and nephews. I'm gonna send you his DM. All right, guys. John, Macadocious, Chris, do y'all have any questions to Annie while we're still there with her? Any questions to Annie or any statements you want to say to Annie?
Congratulations on your mother. To be honest, congratulations. Sorry, John. I didn't mean to. Congratulations
Go
on
ahead.
your mother. I know it was a big deal. I know the feeling to make my daughter a U.S. citizen. So I know the frustration. My kid's a U.S. citizen now, and so congratulations on that. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
I agree. Anybody else want to jump in?
Yes, congratulations as well. And I'm a big fan of Air Max, as you could probably see, Air Max ones. And I didn't know that story. That's a cool sneaker that I'm gonna be. Did it come in? Was it just women's sizing?
No,
Or was it full? Was it a full
unisex.
run?
It was full run unisex.
All right, well, I'll be looking for them on eBay here after this show.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I think
I will have that.
I think there's still some sizes on Hibbit.
Okay.
I know whenever they drop, they sold out on sneakers, but I was able to cop them somewhere else. I think I got mine from Hibbett's too.
Anyway, dope sneaker. I didn't know that story. That's really cool.
Yeah, I need to get that too. You just encouraged us, and when I get it, I'm gonna throw it at you. We're gonna do a video.
Yes,
and you're gonna throw it back.
I mean that's all. I mean that's what sneakers is about. Like I'm so like grounded within my roots. Like I'm like Americanized. I'm very Americanized, but then it's just like trying to keep like, you know, the culture alive for my mom, you know, which is funny because like cooking wise, like my mom doesn't teach me how to cook. She doesn't, like, she cooks a lot of Asian meals, but most of the like Asian meals that I crave all the time, I have to YouTube it.
Oh, you making me hungry. Are y'all getting hungry right now?
Yeah.
Nala, are you
And I
getting
just
hungry
ate.
listening to this good food Annie's talking about? She's like, no, don't put me on the spot. But I am getting hungry. Woo! I just like the way they crunch. Look, TG is like, hook me up, baby. Hook me up too. Me, you, and John are
I
gonna
got
meet
y'all.
up. We're gonna wear our shoes, John, and we're going to eat egg rolls and drink.
Hey, we can make a trip to Tennessee.
We are not far from each other.
No,
We are
not at
not
all.
far. Come on, I'm gonna put some Dominican food on the table. Macadocious. I know you know about that Latin comida, and we're gonna have some black soul food with some egg rolls. And John, what you bringing to the building, John? You gonna make us something to eat?
I mean, I'm just a Southern boy at heart, so I can make collard greens and mac and cheese. I mean,
I
I
can
can
make
cook.
collard greens.
We
We need
got
I
to
can cook.
we need to have a cook off.
oh my
I mean,
god.
I mean, I don't even need to be a competition with me. Let's all pull up and just cornbread and collard greens. Let's get it going.
He said,
Yep.
let's just pull up. John, I like you. He said, let's just pull up. Okay, y'all, here we go. Number 2. I believe that's my Big Macadocious, right? Big Macadocious, you ready?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
Yeah, you my number 2. Okay, here we go. We got Big Macadocious coming on the building. He already here. He is about to showcase his number 1 summertime fine shoe. And go. It's all yours.
Cool. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate this. I really, truly appreciate you taking them into consideration. And first off, congrats on your subscribers as well. Well
Oh, thank
deserved.
you.
Yeah. So the sneaker that I have, like I mentioned before, I am a big avid collector of like the late 80s, 90s, all the way to 2K. And this shoe is something that I hold dear to my heart because it was a repair that I did from scratch, not knowing what to expect. But after further, like investigating and doing all this, doing everything so I can make this work and trying different methods, it all boiled down to this final thing. And this is an old school kick designed by the great Aaron Cooper, which is from a basketball player, Alonzo Mourning. So these are the Air Alonzo. I still have the original box, and I bought these knowing very well that they were not going to be wearable. So in my page, my IG, Instagram, you'll be able to see how I did everything in sections. So this is the final of the shoe, and these are completely 1 thou wearable, and these are it right here. These are the Alonzo Mornings, designed, like I said, by Aaron Cooper. This is a brand new air unit that I was able to get, believe it or not, from a shoe from Walmart that I purchased, and it's from a FUBU sneaker that kind of looked like an Air Max. I was out and about with my daughter, and I said, you know what, Kayla, I just want to go out and see if we could find something. And my daughter Zoe was, she has a real good eye at looking at for stuff, and she found the shoe. So kudos to my daughter. Thank you so much, Mija. And she found the shoe, and what I did first thing is get home, gut the FUBU sneaker, just completely gutted it out, took it off, and then started going from there. I was originally going to use a poly tube to make it look like there was an air unit in there, but I really wanted to give that essence that it is an air unit, so you can see through the window the little silver parts of it, and
Wow.
you can see right through this shoe from this side to this side. Um, Big shout out to Restore Kicks. Restore Kicks is a great guy if you're ever in the need for helping you out to glue a shoe. I highly recommend him. Um, the reason I'm bringing Restore Kicks is because I did the most important part, which was to investigate what I was going to use to make this work. So I had to get the pieces of the puzzle to put in here. So what I did is I put this air unit that's from the FUBU, cleaned it all up, put it in there, and then from putting it in there, I had to fill in the gap with it's called the foam sheet. So I cut all that and I put it in there. But once I started the process of heating this up with the glue and all stuff, I caused some deformation. But Restore Kicks, he saw the frustration. I called him. He answered right away. Great guy. And he saw the level of frustration in my face, and he said, "Hey man, look no further. Let me help you out. I got you." And I sent them the next day. Next day, I don't care how much it cost. I just wanted to get this done because I did the method about 3 times and I failed 3 times. And let me tell you,
Wow.
regluing, fixing a shoe is no joke. Like that stuff just eats your fingers. So this guy is a genius. But he fixed it. Like when he got the shoe, he just did the rest, putting like gluing the sole to the midsole. Um, and then putting the shoe together. My part was getting the air unit and putting and applying it to the midsole. So the things that I like about this is just that it's a shoe that represents, you know, lost grails, or lost designs
Yes.
that used to be from my era. If you
Mhm.
notice, we really don't see much of high top sneakers, where basketball players back in the days used to really need to be taking care of their ankles, right? So you can see where we got the straps in the top so they could provide the ankle support. Obviously, when we wear shoes, right? We wear shoes to make them look good, and you know, we never tie our shoes all the way up, so we really don't use them like how athletic people use them. But when you look at the shoe and appreciate what are the little small details that are in here to provide that protection for the athlete, you start to kind of do a deep dive of the design. So like all these ports, they're actually made out of like some sort of metal, right? So
Wow.
they're not just little buttons, you know, like little
Mhm.
grommets. So they're actually little pieces of metal. And then you got the belts that go all the way around. And then you got the Alonzo Mourning, his number, the 33, right? And then you got the air in the bottom. And then you got the carbon fiber in the bottom as well. So this was a design by a legend of our time, Mr. Aaron Cooper. There he goes. So this was a design by one of the leading people of making the designs for what was the era of the 90s. You know, we're talking about the turbulence, the Zoom flight point 1.0 pennies, you know, the majority of the flights, the turbulence, the Maestro 3. So the super TVs, super cools. Like Aaron Cooper was in charge of all that stuff, and to have something that I could actually put back. My motto is put great sneakers back on the pavement, and that's my thing. Getting shoes that are still fixable for you to just rejuvenate and put them back where they belong, almost like a love story where you're putting something like if you grab a seed and you want to put it into the ground, right? So that's the main thing how I see this, you know, just giving this shoe the opportunity to belong right where it was meant to be. And this is no disrespect to anybody who wants to collect shoes, that actually enjoys to have something and just look at it. And my thing is I want to rejuvenate so I could wear. So this is my one of my biggest achievements for this summer, to you know, to have, and that it's something lost, that it needs to be remembered, you know, like where great sneakers started from and why we're here
Mhm.
with, you know, with the new designs, right? Um,
Mhm.
this shoe is 100, 1,000, wow, you know, wearable. This shoe will be wearable for another 10 years. And that's the great part about this, that I'll be able to rock these for the next 10 years without any worry that this is going to crumble or fall apart. So that's why I got this shoe.
Whoa. Am
Yeah.
I the only one like completely amazed at Macadocious right now?
Thank you so
He
much.
literally, you restored that shoe to be able to wear again.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my
Wow.
pride and joy right here. And I got
And
more
look,
other projects that I'll be
Yeah.
putting on, that of shoes that are now that been lost, and I'm gonna be repairing as well. And I have one for this month and one for next month.
oh my God, I had to clap for you because listen, kids don't realize those shoes back in the day, besides Jordans, were also holy grail shoes as well. And for you, because
Yeah.
I had David, don't get jealous, okay? I had a crazy crush on Alonzo Mourning when I was in high school.
Well,
Like
he wasn't
what?
bad looking, so
And the simple fact that you took a vintage pair of shoe, and did y'all hear when he said I had to redo it so much I had to call in for help because it got so frustrating, but you never quit. You did not quit, and you got that shoe to the point where you can wear it now. So he did a reel in that shoe where he was stomping on the concrete in this. Okay, somebody do the math. This is 2024 from 1997. Like I'm pretty sure it's close to 30 some years. Is it over 30? Don't tell me it's over 30. Don't
it's
tell
over
me.
30.
No, it's
Yeah.
like
No.
No, it's 20 something. It's like
Oh,
what, 27, I think.
Don't do that to me, man. I graduated from high school in 1997.
Yeah, no, it's I think like 27 years. 27 years.
27 years to be exact.
Yeah.
27-year-old shoe, and he restored it, and he got it to the point, guys, where if you go to his page, he was stomping on the ground in the shoe to let everybody know the mechanics of what he did to that shoe. It is back wearable. And listen, I got so much mad respect for you because this guy, he donated those shoes to a school in La Romana, Dominican Republic, back in 2012 when he got sick. Right now, everybody should be praying for him because he's in stage 3 prostate cancer right now.
Oh.
Alonzo Mourning is in stage 3 prostate cancer. But look at the legendary like stuff that he's leaving behind for us, and you just restored them. Do you know how much money those shoes are gonna be?
Oh, trust me. I mean, I totally agree with you. But here's the thing. My main goal, to be honest with everybody here, and my main goal is I don't want to restore these shoes so I could make a profit out of it, right? I know that sounds corny, I get that. I know it sounds like cliche, but what I want to do with my page is if somebody has this, to be motivated to fix it, right? That I don't want to like use too much of my time. But there's an old. All right, cool. So there's this in the 1980s to 1990s. I'm gonna go with like if some of you could, if you're part of that era, is Disney used to make these small little videos of cartoons. They were probably like maybe 5 to 10 minutes long, right? And there was this cartoon that was, it was about a car. The car's name was Susie. And this car was bought by a hardworking American, your blue collar worker. He was super happy. He got it, and he got the car. Gets married. He has his car, and I'm going somewhere with this. He gets his car, and he marries his wife, and then he has a family. And with the family, he just can't afford the car because now he needs to provide for the family. So he sells the car. When he sells the car, he sells it to somebody else who just can't take care of the car anymore. So the car is getting beat up. This car looks like the design of the movies that we see from Cars, where they have eyeballs and mouth like that. And you can see this car's expression, like, dude, like what the heck's going on, right? Like I was in a good family, now I feel abandoned and all this. But then this car gets stolen and the car crashes, and then it gets forgotten about and it goes to an abandoned junkyard. This kid, for some reason, likes the car. This car is getting ready to get dismantled and crushed, and the car has this face of hope, like looking at the kid, like this kid wants me. And the junkyard seller sells them the car, and the car gets revived, and you can see in the car's face and eyes and happiness is driving around with new wheels, new motor, new everything. You just see how happy it is. That's the way I see shoes. Like these shoes are just like a story that I have implemented in my brain, where it's like these shoes have been forgotten, and these shoes want to be worn. They need to be worn. And I brought this subject up in the previous live, where I don't know if you guys remember when Missy Elliott was in Super Bowl and everybody thought that Missy Elliott was a new singer, not knowing that we all knew that Missy Elliott's been around from the heydays, right? Right. So for a lot of these shoes, the new generation doesn't know them, right? And it's not their fault. It's just they never retroed. But if we bring them out, they're probably going to think this is a new design, not knowing that there's history. But it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we preserve and keep these, you know, like to become wearable so that the newer generation can actually see the shoe and be like, where did you get that? It only starts with like a rumor. Rumors just start by one person's mouth. So if we get these shoes to be worn and then somebody else decide they want to do it, it will eventually somehow, some way find its way, you know, to the main source so they could talk about it and say, you know, people are talking about these shoes, people are fixing their shoes. How's about we give them what, you know, what they're looking for? Not
Yeah.
if we just have them in boxes and they don't wear them, we're not giving the major corporations any desire to even want to do anything. They're just like, well, nobody's talking about them. They don't even wear them. They don't even try to fix them. They just got them tucked. If they forgot about it, we forget about it. I don't want to do that. I want to be, I haven't forgot about it. Get this out. And if you don't get it done, I'm going to get it done my own way. Right.
Yeah, and you know what I love about what you are teaching the masses, especially the young people, is hard work pays off. You never forget about the roots. Alonzo Mourning shoe is a part of the roots of what we see today with the current sneakers. You know, and for that little boy to take that car and restore it, like it just shows the value of where your mindset is in this sneaker culture. Because I saw you on the live earlier, and you were pulling old root shoes like from back from those greatest players. And it was like, I have never seen that shoe outside of the court from the 90s. What a way to pay homage to the ones that are kind of forgotten about. The ones that made us who we are today, them ball players. And Alonzo Mourning was
definitely.
very, very, very important to us in Chicago. People here, Annie, John, Chris, jump in. What do y'all want to say to Macadocious about what he did, man? That was truly epic. That was awesome.
Hats off to you, my friend. Hats off. That shoe looks amazing. I mean,
thank you so much. Appreciate
everything. Another thing I love about coming on this show is that the education you learn about all of these shoes that I'm new to the game. Okay, so I mean, everything that y'all talk about, everything that y'all bring to the table, I really take in, and I appreciate everything y'all do, because for people like me who are new, I need the knowledge like y'all bring. You know, I only know about a smidge compared to half y'all.
True, me too.
You know, and I'm gonna be getting in touch with Macadonas because I have got a shoe that I destroyed a while ago. And it's an Air Max 90, and this is way before I even started collecting or wanting to buy. It was the Air Max 90, the BW USA shoe. I love the shoe. I love the colors. I love what it was for. So I'm going to be reaching out to him, and hopefully we can make something happen. I'll send you the shoe. You keep it for as long as you need. You do what you do, and you just let me know what, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, what I owe you.
Wow.
No worries, man. I'll try to help you out as best as possible. Please.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you this, Big. I'm gonna just call you Big, because listen,
Big Mac. You go, Big Mac.
In Chicago, we were brutal. We either say Macadocious or Macadacious. Like, I don't know what is wrong with Southside people. I'm gonna say Big. So Big, how many days or weeks does it take you? Because I'm with Chris. How long does it take you to restore an oldie but goodie?
To be honest with you, to go with something like this, you want to make sure that you don't regret when you're gonna do it, right? So I was originally gonna go with a different process with using something called the poly tube, but it would have worked the same. It truly would have worked the same, but I didn't. I really wanted to just make it look as original as possible. That when somebody sees it, they're like, "Oh, where did you originally put the air unit back?" Like, I didn't want it to be just something like a clear bubble and then just give it the feel. No, I wanted that when somebody grabs it and they hold it in place, they get to see that silver, those little silver little walls inside where they're like, "Dude, this is an actual air unit in there." So just I think what takes the longest is making the decision to try to find the parts and then just saying, let's move forward, right? So it's you can put anything you want, to be quite honest with you. You can make this however you want. There's no structure, there's no guide, there's no nothing, there's no rules. However, you could make and fix and design and do and modify however you want your own shoe. There's no book about it. But if I wanted to make it feel in a certain way, I just wanted to make sure that I did not only one option. I did A, B, C, D, E, and then from there I would just choose. Okay, from all this, this is the one I'm gonna go for. So I
Yeah.
could take just no rush. Just leave it alone, and then the part will soon come along. Like, look, my daughter's the one that found the shoe, not me. She found it. So
Wow.
big salute to my daughter Zoe. So on that.
Yeah, Zoe. Good eye, Zoe. Shout out to cute little Zoe. Good job, girl. Woo! Because listen, I'm like, what size is that shoe? I'll take that shoe today. I'll wear that shoe in the next video. You throw it to me and I'll throw it to you. Like, let's do it. No, I commend you, brother. I think that it takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of effort and love to do what you did to that shoe. Like that shoe, and here he sent me some extra pictures to just kind of show the beauty of that shoe. Look at that shoe, y'all. Oh my God. Wow.
Well, you can say it's dirty. I'm not trying to even hide it. I wore it that day. Like I literally wore it. I took it out for a drive. Like I took it for a spin to Rooney, and it's like I'm not gonna play softball with you. I'm gonna use you. So.
I love that. Okay, real quick, I got something for you, real quick, because I heard you in the live. Parents made you work over the summer in order for you to get the shoes you wanted, just like me. I had a summer job, 15 all the way up until right now. Question: what was your favorite sneaker? Macadocious.
So,
as a kid.
so the one that got me into this, because when I worked the summer, I worked like my parents didn't think nothing of it. They didn't tell me to go work. I wanted to work, right? But like it's like you don't want to buy me this, I'm gonna buy it for myself, right? But I worked for that summer for a specific shoe, which was for the Diamond Turfs. But if I could say that what shoe got me into it, this whole thing was in the 1980s or early 90s, was an old school shoe by the LA Gears. I don't know if anybody knows LA Gears.
We
And the
know
LA
LA
Gears,
Gears.
sponsored by LA Gears, and he had something called the Street Hike. The Street Hike, that's the one that my mom bought. My parents bought me. If you guys actually need to go look at some of those, Revenge of the Sneakers, you could look him up. He is a museum of shoes. That's my dog. That's my boy. That's my brother. Like, man, I can't speak any higher than just he's the best. But
Wow.
that's the shoe that started it all. The LA Gear Street Hike. I used to have the like they were like dark brown with black.
Yeah,
That's
I see
that
him
just
online right now.
Yeah, with Joe Montana. I'm a 49ers fan, so I mean I support all teams, but I'm a 49ers fan. So he was like the big deal back then, So it was only right to just fall in love with that shoe as well.
And you don't have that shoe no more.
No, the oldest shoe I got is a British Knight shoe. That's the oldest shoe I got.
Did he say British Nikes?
Yeah, some BKs.
Oh my God. Okay, before we leave, I need you to show me that shoe. Nobody got to stick around, just me and you, whatever. I got to see that shoe. Oh, look at the British Nikes. Y'all don't get it. Y'all must be younger than me. Look at the British Nikes. It's like walking back in time.
That's great. That's wild.
That is crazy. Okay, y'all. Everybody shout out Annie and Macadocious for bringing the show. They just opening up the show. Woo! Good job, you two. Okay, here we go. It is now time for our number 3, which we know the concrete jungles of New York. I don't know what Alicia Keys be saying. I think nobody knows what Alicia Keys says. All you know is New York. New York. Okay, Chris, you are coming on the scene, Chris. What did you bring for your summer 2024 summer fine sneaker? What did you bring in the building today?
So this shoe came out right before I started, right around the same time I started collecting, which was, like I said, like 5 years ago. It was a shoe that I saw that I fell in love with. And all I kept saying to myself, and my wife can vouch for this, that I need that shoe in my collection. It'll just be a great summer shoe. I was fortunate enough to be able to pick it up this year, and I guess my daughter's gonna lift it up.
Come on, Scott. Come on, girl. Oh, have mercy. Yes. Yes. I'm with you, John. Yes.
So this is not just, this was a grail to me. And like I said, I've always said to my wife, everybody that I talk to, that this would just be a great summer shoe because it's a light color.
Wow.
It's a lightweight shoe. It's very breathable.
Yeah, but some
So,
shoes aren't good.
I mean, that's just what I decided to bring.
Wow, Chris. Oh my God, the off-white 5s, which rest in peace, are amazing.
Yes.
Virgil Abloh has done it many times before he left this earth. That is a good looking shoe.
You. So you learn your
Oh, look, somebody says I cringe when he wears them out. Oh, your wife, as well as his Union 4. Same.
No, those are fire, man. Those are dope.
She cringes when I wear them, but again, it's like Big Mac said, shoes are not meant to sit inside of a box.
That's what Big said.
It don't matter what you pay for them, what the price tag is for them, whether you pay $50 or you pay $10,000 for them. If you buy them, wear them. Otherwise,
I agree. That's like me wearing my Alma Manier's 4s in the rain, and everybody's like, "Why do you have them?" I was like, "Look, I didn't know it was gonna rain that day, but
yeah,
I'm just wearing my shoes."
I got caught in the rain with these in Union Square one day, and I was quick to run up underneath my tent because I work at a farmer's market. And everybody was telling me, how can you wear those in the rain? How can you wear this in the rain? I didn't know it was going to rain. I live on the East Coast. You get all 4 seasons in one day sometimes. Like, it is what it is.
Wow.
So
listen, I'm still praying for that shoe. I am praying to get that shoe in my collection.
I wish I would have waited a little bit longer, only because I noticed that they did drop a little bit, but not much in price since I bought them.
They're not going to drop much.
But again, it was a shoe that I really wanted. And, as you know, JaYs4DaYZ, that if I say I'm going to get something, I'm going to get it.
You're going to get it.
It might take some time, but eventually I will get it.
Give us a 360 of that shoe. The red laces just was a delicate to put into that shoe. Look at the red laces on that. Oh my God. Completely pulls out that jump man.
Congratulations on that, man.
I know you're thinking about an outfit in your head right now with that shoe.
What's that?
I said John fits and kicks. I can see the outfit in his eyes.
I'll be honest. I want the black ones. Like the black off-white 5s are on my list. Like,
yeah,
there they go right there.
But that's a beautiful shoe. That's a great summertime pickup, man. And congratulations on getting that pair. I know that feeling, catching that grail that you've always been looking for and hunting for the right price.
Like the off-white museums or something like that. They were like $400 to almost $500 more than what I paid for these. And at that time I couldn't see myself spending over $1,000 for a shoe just for the color. And this to me is just a more summer shoe than anything.
That's a beautiful shoe. I want the black one and the sails. I want both.
Well, can you buy me the black ones too while you're at it?
I was hoping that you could hook your sister up for a time or two, buddy.
I'm coming first.
That's a pretty shoe. Would you mind sharing with us how much was that shoe? I'm just curious to know. Uh-oh.
My wife.
She's online, man. Don't do it. She's online. Your wife's
I know,
online.
bro. I know you got a deal like 150, right?
Right. Right.
There you go.
Look at the come up, man. Good job. Good job, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. That's a good call, John.
She knows. I don't hide nothing from her. She already knows. I paid right under $700 for them in store, and I knew I was gonna pay a little bit over.
That's about right, though. Look, look, look. Your wife said, "I'm watching." Laugh out loud. I'm watching.
I knew I was gonna pay a little bit more, but they were in store. It was the last size 10 that they had in store.
I bet.
So there was no way I was walking out of that store without these in my hand.
That would have made you feel awful.
Yeah, considering the guy that works there, he's told me he was getting ready to buy them that day.
Woo!
Unfortunately,
Man.
I took them from under him. I did tell him that I would sell them to him, but he had to pay me more than what I'm paying, and he wasn't with it, so I walked out with him.
But you got him, though. One more time, Chris. Shoot us that 360 of that shoe. Oh, my God. I can only just stare at it.
This
Wow.
is one of the most. I love the Nike Air on the back of any Jordan that they come out with. I think it's just got that more of the nostalgia feel to it than the Jumpman.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a very breathable shoe.
Hey, guys, do y'all know why Virgil put that tag on that shoe? I never researched why Virgil put that tag on there. Does anybody know
Look
why he
exclusive.
tagged
I
the
have
shoe?
no clue.
And I think it was genius. Like, he literally tagged.
Yeah,
The
it's-
majority are all his shoes tagged. Is the black ones tagged too?
like on this one, it says like the Off-White, CO, Nike, C, and then it has the year that it came out with, 2020 zip tie.
Yeah, that's the
So-
zip tie. Wow, it's like to me, he's saying this is my shoe. If I leave this earth, which he did, and God rest his soul, he's saying this is still my shoe. I put the tag on it.
Right.
It's like Big. Those nice Big. That's your shoe, Big. Alonzo Mourning created it. He loved it. He wore it, but Big, that's your shoe.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know,
Okay, here we go, Chris.
Why
Oh,
don't
go
you
ahead.
cut
Go
this
ahead.
off? Why don't you cut this off? And I'm like, are you nuts? You don't cut that off. This is part of the shoe.
You better not cut that off.
Just like any of the OG hang tags that are coming out with the shoes and all of that. I don't take any of my hang tags off. I leave them all on, and people always looking like, why do you leave it on? Why do you leave it on? Because it's part of the shoe to me. You know, it represents that. That's the OG like style of that shoe with that hang tag on it. That's how I look at it. I could be wrong, but it's my own opinion. So how could you be wrong about your own opinion?
No, right. First of all, right. But you know what? It encourages me to keep my hang tag on. I don't know. I think I'm gonna ask Annie when she come back.
I'm here. I'm driving home.
Okay, you good. Annie, do you keep the tag on your shoe? Because I feel like it's like a guy thing. Like
It's a guy thing. It's a guy thing. No, I take everything off my shoes.
I
No,
take my tag off too.
If I had an Off-White, I would keep the tag on. But the hang tag, I'm already clumsy. Like, I'm gonna catch it on something, guys. Like, I'm not afraid to admit. Like, I know who I am. Like, I'm clumsy. Like, I already, my shoes are dirty enough. So first off, I appreciate that y'all clean your shoes. I got a guy for that. So
Ooh, Chris in trouble.
I have my shoes as well.
You take yours off?
Keeps them on.
I keep them on.
I just don't. I
Annie,
don't
we
know.
gotta grow up and keep our tags on our shoes.
I'll never be that grown.
Annie's like, I'm not about to bust my head to prove a point.
I'm not. I just don't. I don't know. I think that I'm on my road now, so I'm fine. But I think that I don't know. I just feel like it's just so much accessory. Like sometimes it's like heavy. Like if you ever I don't accessorize that much. Like I might carry a bag, I might not. I might it's just extra stuff. Like that's somebody commented on my picture. Oh, I think it was you, John. And you're like, nice dress. And I was like, yeah, it has a pocket.
Yes. Yep.
Pockets are the best. Pockets are the
Yes.
best.
So I'm just
Okay,
I'm very simple.
Okay, Andy, I think me and you about to get into Quincy. Quincy Talbert? First of all, sir, we are all mature sneakerheads up in here. It does not mean that because we don't keep our tag that we're not mature
It's in the
sneakerheads.
box. I still got the box.
Right. We keep the box, Quincy.
About my shoes, I don't even have the box shoe anymore.
Oh, I keep my boxes. I got all my
I got-
boxes over me right
I
now.
got boxes all over the house.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I keep like for this box, I'll never throw this box away. I'll keep this one for these shoes.
You got to keep that box.
So
You got to
more of
keep everything.
like my fours, my mochas, and stuff like that. I have all the boxes for them. I keep all the OG stuff that I like.
Yeah.
But like some of my Jordan ones that really I just bought them to buy them. I don't have the boxes to them anymore because I don't have a big house. I don't have a whole lot of room.
Right.
Plus have my stuff displayed in my room, all of that.
Right.
I'm about there. Like I need to do some box purging. Like there's Air Maxes that are 2 and 3 years old that I've cooked. Like there's no need for me to keep the box. Like I'm never gonna resell them or nothing like that. Like I need to like just go through my stuff and purge.
I love the boxes. The boxes are it. But let me go all the way back up. Just real. Well, actually, no. Let me do this. Chris.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you have 5 daughters, and you are doing amazing. Tell us what are your thoughts about bringing your kids into the sneaker culture? Because Skylar has heat, and I've seen her heat, and she's only in first grade or second grade?
She just turned 6 this year. She's going into first
grade. So tell us, what are your thoughts on bringing kids? Big is bringing his daughter up into this sneaker culture.
Well, like Big as well. I also have a 13-year-old. How I feel about bringing them into it, I don't see the problem on wanting to pass down stuff like that to your children. If it helps keep them off the streets, if it helps them want to work harder and doing better in school, to work towards something, you're really embedding a good work ethic into your children at a young age. So as they get older, they're going to remember that. And they're going to know, just like their dad, they had to work hard to get what they want. Nothing comes to you overnight. As everybody knows, we didn't get our collection by a snap of a finger and say, yeah, we got all of this stuff now.
Right.
It took a lot of time. It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of determination. So if I could teach my kids this stuff and doing it with using sneakers as an example, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep on doing it regardless about what anybody says.
Right.
This little girl right here has got about 25 pairs of kicks in the room right now. And
why couldn't you be my daddy? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And really, believe it or not, she takes care of her shoes. At 6 years old, she wants to clean them. She's got her own little sneaker cases back there that she does. Why? Because she sees me doing it. And she knows that, I have to take care of my stuff for it to last longer. And it's just how I am. I didn't have it growing up, so I'm going to make sure my kids have it.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm a firm believer that as parents, we struggle so our kids don't have to.
Right.
I work 60 plus hours a week. My wife's working 2 jobs. She's a full-time mom. She's going to school, the whole 9. So we're going to do whatever we have to do to make sure our kids never have to be put in a position to need anything.
Yeah.
Granted, they're growing up and they're learning the meaning of a dollar before. They're not just getting handed everything. You got to work for it.
Exactly. I love that. And I'm going to tell you this, as an educator in the field, everything starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
Kids learn at home. So what she's learning is the meaning of work, the meaning of organization. Because look at John. You got some organizational skills. Most of us in this sneaker life, we are very organized individuals, and it's because we care about the presentation of our space with our shoes. That's a skill. I teach 5th graders organization, and I always tell them, go look at sneakerhead closets. they're organized. And that plays a key role in how they build and budget for sneakers and how the presentation of what their room looks like because they care about it. So I'm glad you're teaching her that. I'm glad and thank you for that. Big too, his beautiful daughter. Woo, she was rocking the Reimagine fours, right? She had the Reimagine fours on her first day of school with her cute little Bulls jersey. I was like, come on, little girl. But he's teaching her that. He's teaching her the value of working hard and looking good. But there is something attached to this, which is lifelong skills. I love that. Yes, thank you. Shout out to Chris. Everybody give Chris a round of applause. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. I wanted to say, first of all of these people in here are amazing. But because I'm from Chicago and John is bringing a shoe that is representing my city, I wanted to save him for. It is your time. Tell us, what's your summertime 5 sneaker cop for 2024? The floor is yours.
Thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. It's been an honor to be on the show with everybody, hearing your stories, hearing what you're passionate about. I dig hearing it all. I appreciate it. So it was a little tough to pick. I mean, I found some that I really dug, but I hit on these, and I'm a little late to the game of Joe Fresh Goods, but I'll get right to it. It's the 990 V6s, the Paris Reds.
Jesus.
These landed like 3 days ago. I hit the raffle, and I'm really excited about these. I really I don't know if y'all have had a chance to watch the story on the shoe, kind of the narration of the movie that Joe Fresh Goods put together with it, kind of talking about from the prom blue, the other style. I hit on those too.
Whoa.
Them as well. I got them both. But, in the transition of the story of going from Chicago and the days in prom and to Paris, it's a great little story. And there's another like level to it. Like I have one of the first shoes that I got to kind of start this collection was a pair of Air Max 90 Triple Reds. And they've become my beaters. They're completely cooked. Not completely yet, but they're going to be. They're getting worse and worse. And like this is like in the same vein. I love an all red shoe, and I've already got thoughts of like this is going to be the new beater, man. I'm going to just like this is the one I'm going to wear. I'm going to just go out there and stun on people on this Joe Fresh Goods all red and wear it to the ground. I don't know, maybe, but like I'm excited to have this. I look forward to putting together outfits with it and making some content. I'll make some reels, see what I can do. But like this is my summertime pickup that I'm probably the most happy about. The
Wow, John.
990 V6 by Joe Fresh Goods, Paris Red.
Oh my God.
So
that is a beautiful shoe. I got to put you back on solo. Can we see the bottom of that shoe? Like the inside, all of it.
Oh yeah, I didn't. The inside, like there's like this ombre insole that's kind of gold to red, and I'd imagine that probably has something to do with the Paris Olympics. I mean these debated where they released there at a special show that they did, but just a beautiful shoe in hand, and I'm happy. I'm happy I get it. I'm a little late to the Joe Fresh Goods train, but I'll do my best to catch up.
Hey, listen, you're not alone. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. Then I'm gonna go back to Superfly Kicks. Superfly Kicks, first of all, with this shoe, he says, I wonder if you click your heels, will they take you home?
Ooh, I'll give it a shot when I put them on.
Because they look just like I'm ready to fly. Also, too, he did want to make a comment. My children are culturally grounded from having nice sneakers growing up. Not anything I'm trying to do, just wanting them to look nice and stuff as I look as well, as I like as well. And I get that, because if I'm going to look good, my kids going to look good too. I got that. But listen.
I grew up in a sense of not having the shoes I wanted as a kid. And my kid's going to go to school with some heat on if they want it.
That's right. Oh,
Absolutely.
my God. And I can tell because I see the heat in the background. Okay. First of all, with that shoe, guys, I'm late too. I just met Joe Fresh Goods today because of you. Thank
Oh
you
wow.
so much.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I can be transparent. This is
Oh
Joe.
no, that's the beauty of this of what we're doing here. Is like we all have a different story. We all bring something different to the table to learn something new. Like that's awesome. You get to go through a hell of a catalog of shoes that Joe Freshgoods has put together, and he's peaking. Like he's doing great shit right now. So
Dude, I'm about to give me some of those shoes before before fall break hits, because not only is he a Chicago designer, he's an entrepreneur, a brand DMB. He's got his own line called Don't Be Mad. Did y'all know anything about his own line? Don't Be Mad. This is his line. Look how good them colors look.
Yeah, that looks like
And
quality material.
seriously, like I want that jacket. Okay, not
I
only that. Go ahead, John. This
oh
is your
I've
topic.
got I don't have a lot of apparel, but I've got a couple Joe Freshgoods t-shirts, and
Oh,
you know they're good t-shirts. Those t-shirts that you wear that you know that they're going to be, you can still have them in 10 years. Like they're just good quality.
wow.
I might imagine the rest of the stuff's the same way.
Yeah, man. Like first of all, I really want to meet him because one, he has 3 stores in Chicago. Chris, whenever you and wifey ever have to go back, you got to go to these stores. He started out on the store on Pilsen Avenue. Guys, it's really nothing over there back in the day. So he changed the entire community. Then he moved from that to Logan Square. Now he has a store on Grand Avenue. 3 stores. And you know what he said, and it made me think of TG, because TG is she's up there. I'm so proud of her. And he said, I never ever think of myself as an influencer. I think of myself as a regular person that is just living out their dreams. Like he was like, every time something gets released, I wake up and I think, is anybody gonna buy that? Shout out to John for picking those suckers up, man. Everybody, please shout out to John. Give him some round of applause, because nobody knew about this shoe and this designer. For me, Andy, I don't know if you knew about him. I
He
just
sells
know.
out. I hate it. I never get the raffles. I hate it. But yeah, any New Balance that I've ever wanted that he dropped, I'm just like, I give up. I don't even try.
This is a brand new thing hitting New Balance raffles for me. Like this summer, it's brand new because I've been taking L's on New Balances for months.
New Balance. I probably started trying to I guess once Joe really was in, one of the creators, the collaborators, because any shoes that he has dropped with New Balance, like, I can't get it. Makes me sad.
I'm gonna try for both of us, Annie. I'm gonna try for both of us, and if I hit, I'm gonna have one pair for you too, girl. We gonna get us a pair of Joe Fresh Goods like John, and we gonna do that. I think that is just amazing, and the quality, like, holy moly, the quality.
My
Joe,
favorite
man, dude.
style
Yeah, you the
of
man.
New Balance is the
Thank you.
9060s, and all the ones that he has dropped with that style, like I'm like, oh, I love it because I wear it like all the time. Like I work, like I said, I'm on my feet like all day, and those shoes
They
are
comfortable, aren't they?
yeah, they're so comfortable.
Oh.
Like I have like the regular drops, but I'm like, I can never get the collab. It makes me sad, but I would wear the crap out of them. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna get me a pair because I walk on my feet all day long, and I want to look good. And he's from Chicago. I gotta represent and like support my people from the city. So, man, thank you so much, John, for bringing that on. Okay, so Superfly Kick says the baby blue Joe Fresh Goods that just dropped look nice too in that red silhouette you just showed. That red to me is banging. Can we see that one more time?
Yes,
that
certainly.
red is banging. He has New Balance baklava.
Can you show that the insole? That what is it, like a brass copper? What is that color?
It's like a gold. It's a little sparkly, but
Here, let me put him on
Yeah,
solo.
it looks nice. Yeah, the way it just shades to a different color. That's nice.
yeah,
Oh, that's
it's a little shiny in person. It's cool looking. I dig it.
Yeah.
Oh, that shoe.
Super
Look,
dope,
so
man.
Paula says she has 7 pairs. Paula know about Joe Fresh Goods. Paula is on it. Come on, Miss CNCPTS. I love that. Paula, are you from Chicago? I think she's out of the city too. I love it. I love that. That was a good. Okay, here we go. We about to end the show in just a second, but I got a quick question for John.
Yes, yes. What's up?
Nope, that's not the question. Sorry. Okay, John, last question. If you could only wear one pair, which I think you kind of answered it, of shoes for the rest of the year, what sneaker would that be?
One shoe for the rest of the year.
That's it, all the way to next summer, 2025.
When people start putting these time constraints on it for me, it's like I'm going to link right to comfort. So I'm going to grab a pair of one of my Air Max 90s.
Ooh, look at Nene.
Always comfortable. Look at and, you know, I got some hype pairs. I'll rock a pair for a full year until next summer. But like those are Air Max 90s are, mine is I don't want to wear Yeezys. So I kind of stopped. I stopped on the Yeezy bandwagon, but those are super comfortable. Secondary. Now I'm gonna pull up for comfort. It's gonna be an Air Max 90, and that's what I'd have to wear if I had to pick one.
Ooh, okay. I saw some head nods. Annie, head nodding. Big, head nodding.
I'm all about comfort. Like
No,
as we get older, like that's all. Like I never surprisingly, I never hopped on the Yeezy bandwagon. Like never.
Me neither.
Is that weird? I've
No.
always
Yeah,
been like
I never did.
I was a little late to it, and
I've always been like a Nike Jordan girl, so or
Me
like
too.
my sandals. I'm Asian, so we're barefoot half the time.
Feng shui, the feet need to be out.
But I agree with John. I mean that it's like I don't know, for me now it's like I want to feel comfortable in my shoe. Like I just don't want to wear something just because it looks nice, and then my feet are just gonna be in pain all day. So when he said I'm looking for comfortableness, like then for me it's like it could be any shoe. As just right when he said I'm looking for comfortability, it's like, dude, that's the most important part. So it really doesn't matter what model it is, as long as you're comfortable and you don't feel like you're gonna be tired.
yeah,
Yes.
like I'm old now. Like me and Chris, we're both 46 years old.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
45.
I've got like a couple pairs of dunks. Like I can't. I have a couple pairs of dunks. I'm glad I have them. They're now just sitting in a display case because they're fucking uncomfortable. I can't wear them more
They
than
are
an
so
hour.
uncomfortable.
And like
I
I'm just
love
not in the
those.
business of like adding shoes that I'm not going to wear to my collection. And
Keep wearing them; they'll just mold to your feet. Just keep wearing them.
I used to wear Puma suedes, and those were things were like just they're like a couple manila envelopes between you and the pavement, and that's kind of how the dunks feel to me too.
That's the
Like
sole of the shoe.
they're just so flat and just kills my feet.
See, I'm different. I love my dunks. I have a few pair of them, and I love the comfortability of them. I love that.
See,
I love the flatness of like wearing a Jordan 1. It kind of makes me feel that way. But Air Max 90s, that's my wife's go-to shoe.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she loves her, and I bought them for her because she was in a bad car wreck before we met, and she's already had 2 or 3 knee surgeries, so she has no meniscus left in her one knee, and so I bought her something that was going to be really comfortable. I was going to help her walk comfortable, and I know how well Air Max 90s, and they hold up over years and years and years and years.
Yeah, they do.
I have 1 pair of them now, but I love my Vapor Maxes. I think they're super comfortable, especially after you wear them for a while and you break them in. That bubble gets a little bit softer, and they just get even more comfortable for me. But my problem is I don't wear them enough, so they're all stiff as all can be. But it's just what I've heard. It's just what I've heard over time as you wear them. Like the Air Max 90s, they kind of like they mold to your foot, so they get more and more comfortable. As the time goes on, as you wear them.
Yeah, for some reason, some of the running shoes are probably the most comfortable. Like for me, I like what is it? I think the pronunciation on that is what, Saucony? Like Saucony?
Yes, Saucony.
Yes. Everybody says it different.
I have one pair. Yeah, I have one pair that it's like that's probably my go-to. Like, okay, I'm gonna be on a long drive. I'm just gonna wear these. Or it's gonna be that or some slides, something. But normally those are my I'm gonna drive a long way somewhere, and for some reason running shoes just tend to be for me the most comfortable. I don't know because if the sole is like more spongier. I have no clue, but
Yeah, I agree. I think the Air Maxes are hands down way more comfortable than the Dunks. But I got a lot of Dunks. I'm not saying nothing against it, but if I had to choose a shoe to wear, because I have a bunion that hurts from skating, that mug is a killer. And Dunks, I just wear them because they cute, but I'm hurting at the same time. But those Air Maxes, they give me a little bit of some lightweight. Okay, so last one. Superfly Kick says Nike has copied a lot of New Balance stuff. He's just saying. Do y'all agree? They've copied a lot of New Balances stuff. They've stole some ideas, which is not cool.
I don't
These
know.
brands been copying each other for the last 30 years.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to have a 2K runner. Everybody wants to have a fly Nike basketball shoe. Like, I mean, yeah, there's original ideas out there, and there's like recycled ideas.
Right, exactly. Sort of like what Big is doing. You're recycling a lot of cool essence from the 90s with the idea. So I gotta say, hey, I'm cool with it too. Let me just go all the way back, and then we about to close with the trivia. I gotta show you this, Andy, because Will Kicks typed this a while ago. Andy is making me hope I end up with a girlfriend who can cook one day. He's just saying. He has not forgotten about them egg rolls we talked about in the beginning.
Y'all, we're gonna have to have like a meet and greet, not just make a bunch of egg rolls. Like,
exactly.
you guys will be in love. Trust me.
I'm down. I'm ready.
Vegan, I could do.
I come with a good appetite. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
My son, I was with my ex for 16 years, so like I taught his mama how to cook Laotian food, Thai food, and she taught me how to cook a lot of soul food. So like it's in me. You know, if y'all ever wonder why I'm thick, I eat. So I'm just saying.
In all the right places, baby.
Yes. I mean, thick in the right places, but I eat and I can cook. So
I'm telling you, my brother will girl, he'll be in North Carolina tonight trying to find you. All right, here we go. It's trivia time. We are towards the last part of the show. And we're gonna guess really quickly. Audience, please make sure you type it in the chat box. Who do you think this is? We are paying homage to. This person was born on 4/8/1964 in Manhattan near Harlem. He is an American rapper and singer, beatboxer, songwriter, record producer. His 1989 single became a top 40 hit in several countries and was named number 100 on VH1's list of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. He was referred to as the Clown Prince of hip hop. He was raised in Long Island in the hamlet of Brentwood Village, graduated from Longwood High School in 1982. He began his career in the nightclubs in Harlem, Manhattan, performing at colleges in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, and Pennsylvania. His albums include Going Off, Make Music with Your Mouth, Nobody Beats the Biz, The Vapors, Picking Boogers. He was so nasty. Unfortunately, this amazing, legendary rapper passed away on us. He died on July 16th, 2021 at the age of 57. I'm going to give the chat box a couple of minutes to tell us who is this amazing person. And everybody, shout out Superfly Kicks. He's the one that got it right. We talking about Biz Markie. Yes. Shout out to Superfly Kicks.
May I add that he came out on Men in Black 2 as well?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it was Men in Black 2. He came out on that show. Like, I mean, on that movie, just a little part, but he did his little beatboxing skills in there.
Oh my God, I do not know that. Shout out to Biz Marquee. Let me get my shouting, my cheering going. Shout out to Biz Marquee in the movies. Thank you, Big. I didn't know that. We cannot have hip hop without this guy. My kids love him. He is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Rest in peace, Biz Marquee. We love you. Shout out to Superfly Kicks for being the one that knew exactly who we were talking about. So for the kids who are watching, I need y'all to realize who this amazing dude is. We couldn't have rap without him. He brought the comedy out of rap. And for that, I am truly blessed with him. Any last words, guys, before we get ready to close out? Can you guys please tell the people where they can find you? We'll start with the beautiful Annie first. Annie, tell us where the people can find you.
I'm on IG mainly, so my username is NIEXOXO.
Mm-hmm. Very amazing person to follow too. Your pictures scream life. I love it.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, next person. John, you want to
Okay, well, I mean, I'll go.
This is going the same order, I guess.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know. Well, I'm already talking. So it's big underscore Macadocious. You can find me on IG. Please feel free to ask me any questions if you want to try to rejuvenate any old school 90s kicks. Mind you, I may not have all the answers, but I have tried it all to make some of these shoes wearable. Big shout out to my brother Revenge, Cole Saab, to my wifey, to my daughter, to my mother-in-law that's watching, and everybody that's just been supporting. You know, what is it? Story Kicks, podcast that they allowed me today. Thank you for watching, JaYs4DaYZ. Appreciate you having me on this channel. You know, and congratulations on all your subscribers as well. Nice to meet you all as well. I'll be subscribing to your channel as well.
Please, thank you, John.
I'm John, and you can find me on Instagram. All my stuff is there at John's Fits and Kicks, as you can see right there on the screen now. I just like to collect what I like. I grab the sneakers I want. I make creative content, nice little reels, and the outfits that I like to put together. I'm a big hip hop styling and sneaker fan, and I create content around that. So come check me out, please.
Definitely. Last but not least, the amazing New York.
I'm Chris. You could find me on IG at CR1 121213. Don't look for anything crazy on my page because I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I promise
crazy,
I'm good.
But I got them off-white sales. Nothing
Right,
crazy.
exactly.
I got them off-white sales.
I don't even know if they're on my Instagram, to be honest with you. I don't think I ever posted them.
Well, you should. They're a beautiful shoe.
Dude,
I appreciate it. I do.
Congrats.
Big Mac, I'm definitely going to be reaching out to you real soon.
You got a lot of heavy heat in your sneaker collection.
I've just never been somebody to post what I have. Like, I don't like, I'm just very humble. Like, I just don't put it out there.
I love what I got. It took a long time to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, like, that wasn't, my page was not a sneaker page, so y'all found me. I say that all the time. The community, like, sneaker community found me. Like, I was literally, like, you know, I was in my healing stage, really. I'm healed now. She's good now. But
that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I never would be doing anything on YouTube if it wasn't for this lady that brought us all here together. You know what I mean?
The ultimate shout out goes to, JaYs4DaYZ.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Congrats, especially a huge accomplishment on your 501 followers. I mean, that is insane. Like when I met you, listen, when I met you, I still got your original T-shirt you sent me. You know what I'm saying?
7 subscribers, literally.
That was the first battle I ever did, was on your show.
Yeah. Wow. Well, you will always be on this show. I love you and your family.
Hey, and that's the only battle I've done.
And the only one you'll do. No. Hey, Big. Superfly Kick said that he met you in Dallas. Do you remember meeting a guy named Superfly Kicks? You gotta go.
All
to
he
his
did.
page.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to see him. I'm gonna have to see him.
Yeah, and look, Chris Wife said I'm following all of you guys. So thank you so much, Chris Wife. We're my sis. I call her sis. We
Yeah.
appreciate
And,
it.
we've got a lot of matching pairs, so we're gonna have to start doing something and posting them up. Maybe even just start like a couples page or something like that on Instagram and just do it up as much as we can.
Let's
Yes,
do it.
yes, do it.
Let's do it. I'm down.
And listen, you gotta let me know when you're ready to do that reel when you get that other pair that I showed you before everybody else got here.
Don't say nothing, because you know that sucker's coming. I'm getting Annie's shoe. I'm getting John's shoe. I can't get big man's shoe because he got it in his collection. But I'll love it from a distance, Macadocious. Okay, y'all, here we go. Let's shoot some love to our Biz Marquee and let's sing it. You got what you need.
Need.
But
You say he's just a friend.
But you
Say
say
he's just a friend.
Oh,
Oh
baby.
God.
You.
Oh God. Oh God.
Man, that was rough.
JaYs4DaYZ on
Can't we just
Sunday.
take that sip now?
Man, take that sip, y'all. It's
Salute.
a wrap. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Sorry. I follow you on IG along with more people I know in Dallas. I don't know how I know you, but Big Macadocious, he knows you.
I know him. That's why I was tripping
Okay,
out. I was like,
cool.
whoa, Dallas. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, man, I know him. I think I follow him as well. And big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for watching the live. It means a lot to all of us, man. Thank you. Big shout out to you.
And
your
John,
channel.
I'm gonna be hitting you up for some outfit ideas because I really like the way you be putting things together.
Thank you so much, bro. I will totally lead you ahead. Hit me in the messages, bro. I love
got
helping
you.
people out with their
Definitely will.
fits, and I love putting together outfits. So,
And Annie,
yeah,
pleasure to meet you in person, like face to face this way.
All right.
Um,
Shout out to Annie in person.
Matter of fact, she was the first
know.
person who followed me from that group chat that you invited me into. So I really appreciate it.
I'm a regular person. I might, if I don't respond, I'm working or I'm asleep. But I'm not above anybody. So feel free to message me. Yeah. I'm so down to earth. If you guys ever met me, you would know.
Same. I'm going to meet you and John, and we're gonna have a cook-off. All right, y'all. We out of here. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Okay.